See, and now Biden is being fact checked over his attack on oil companies. Now, I never heard of him attacking oil company, so I'm not quite familiar with that. Have to look into that. But let's check it out, guys, and let's see what's going on together. Oh, y'all got me watching the news. I'm about to be dangerous. About to be dangerous, man.
Let's bring in Kathleen Skama, Western Energy Alliance President. Kathleen, good morning. It is great to see you today, especially to break down this letter that the president said energy companies yesterday, where he scolded them. And one of the things that he said is that refineries, the companies that turn crude oil into gasoline, are not doing that at a high enough rate because they are charging more to turn a profit. Is that true?
Well, honestly, let me just say something before we even move on to there. Listen to me. President Biden is the president of the United States of America, so I'm going to show him some respect just for being the president of the United States of America. Okay, start there. But, bro, you're not in a position to fuss at anybody about what they're not doing or what they're doing incorrectly or what they're doing wrong. You're not. I'm no, genius or anything like that, and I'm not that great at politics. I'm very new at it, actually, just learning about it. But from what I'm noticing and from what I'm seeing and from what I heard directly out of your mouth, you are not doing a great job. Slinging sugar honey iced tea at other people will not make your job look better. Just saying, you can't lie to the American people about where we are economically and at the same time try to poop on other people to pass blame. That will not get you any endorsements for 2024. That won't get the people back on your side. You got to be tough. You got to be strong, Joe. Is that what your people telling you? They're not leading you properly, bro. Sorry, I can't call the president, bro. They're not leading you properly, Mr. President. I know other people call you Brandon, but I'm not. I can't do that. Also, guys, I know my shirt is a little wrinkly, but I just want y'all to know, you know what I mean, when I got out the shower this morning, I threw on this shirt right here. I'm believing in God that throughout the course of the day, it will start to straighten out, that nature would do its thing. Okay, let's go.
No, that's not true. Refiners and producers do not have control over the price of oil on the world market. And right now, refining capacity is down about 1 million barrels because of several reasons, contracted during COVID, but also because of pressure on climate change, pressure to get away from fossil fuels. Many refiners shifted capacity from oil to renewables.
How come we don't produce our own oil? I know that might be a dumb question, but I just want to know that. How come we're not producing our own oil? I know she said barrels are down, and then you got COVID and all this other stuff. I don't know how COVID affects oil. So if someone could let me know, that would be amazing.
Refiners shifted capacity from oil to renewables, and so we have lost capacity in this country.
Yeah, the other thing that the president said in this letter yesterday, Kathleen, that I thought was pretty amazing is he said, I am prepared to use all tools at my disposal as appropriate to address barriers to providing Americans affordable, secure energy supply. So the president is saying that he's all in. He's willing to do anything to help decrease gas prices. So what are some of the things that the president can do today to make that happen?
Well, we can keep hearing that he's working like the devil to bring down energy prices, and that is anything but the truth. This administration continues to put in place roadblocks to American energy production. They will not back down on climate change and other regulation that is meant to suppress American oil and natural gas development. So when the president is now desperate because he's concerned that the public is getting it, they're blaming him for all of the things he's done since shutting down Keystone to stopping leasing and all kinds of things that he's done to make it more difficult to produce American energy. And then now he's feeling the heat from voters and trying to blame it on us.
Keystone. Is that the Keystone Pipeline? I've heard a lot about that. If y'all can help me, like direct me to the correct videos to check out for the Keystone Pipeline. And I'm already going to have, but more than likely by the time you guys give me some links or give me some direction on this, I would have already checked out a few videos. But it still helps a lot because you, just reading the comments, you all know a great deal. So it'd be extremely helpful. I want to hear about that because it's sworn that conservatives wanted to leave the Keystone Pipeline open, but or not leave it open, but have it open because apparently it will provide the oil that we need in order to supply the rest of the country or something like that. I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, that's interesting. So when the president also says, it's sort of a fact-checking segment, and you providing the facts here to what the president is saying. When the president says that there are 9,000 unused leases and permits and oil companies aren't drilling because they want to keep the oil in the ground so that there's a shortage of it and they can charge higher prices, is that true?
Well, then he should talk to the environmental groups that they keep settling with because we have about 5,900 leases that we can't develop on because it's held up in litigation. Now we've got 3.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I got to go back again. I just got to go back again. That lady has gorgeous eyes. My gosh. She has amazing eyes. I just had to point that out. I was looking like sometimes you just notice things. As a man, let me say something to the men. And all of the men that watch my channel, I might point out certain things that have absolutely nothing to do with the subject matter at hand. And you know what I mean? I'm observant, and what I'm paying attention to is many different things. And what they're saying, what I see, and what I see is this lady got some eyes on her, man. She got some really nice eyes.
Well, then he should talk to the environmental groups that they keep settling with because we have about 5,900 leases that we can't develop on because it's held up in litigation. Now we've got 3,000 permits that the environmental groups are sued on because they don't want those permits to move forward and drilling to take place. So, he says all these things, but all of the actions are actually meant to stop production, particularly on federal lands and waters.
So people have already put in contracts to start the drilling so that we can receive the oil that we already have. But those things are on hold. Why? Why are they on hold? Are they crossing into someone's personal property? What's going on that's holding that back? I need to put on a daggone white foreman's hat and get into a white foreman's pickup truck and drive onto these sites and say, why in the hell didn't y'all start drilling yet? If this is what's going to fix the problem, what's going on? What am I missing?
How long, Kathleen, do you think prices are going to stay at these record highs that we're seeing right now?
I certainly cannot predict prices. There are too many factors that go into the price of oil globally. And then we have refining capacity that's constrained. And that's why prices are high, particularly for diesel, because there is a shortage because our refining capacity is down. So there are the supply chain issues that are affecting producers and refiners. We do not set the price of oil globally. We're trying to increase production and bring it down. And the American producer has increased production. But there's still there are roadblocks. And in the past, under the Trump administration, we were able to produce, and we had a political environment where we could. This time, there are too many obstacles, and then you layer on top all of the supply chain issues that we're all facing, and it's causing a pinch for consumers. And we're trying to bring those prices down, but it's very difficult in this political environment.
Now, she said when Trump was in office, it was much easier, a bit more manageable. The environment, she said the political environment. Please explain that to me. Because I'm going through my mind right now trying to figure this thing out. I'm glad y'all can't see in my brain right now. Y'all probably be like, man, that dude is crazy. There's something wrong with him. Like he's nuts. I don't know how in the world he got that thought. And, you know what I mean? What Twinkies and the Muppets got to do with anything. You know what I mean? So I do want to know as much as y'all can possibly share with me about this because it seems a little bit more complicated than I'm giving it credit. Hold on, I think there's a little bit more.
And I still can't get over the fact that the president yelled at oil and gas companies yesterday in this very strongly worded letter when he was campaigning on a promise to end fossil fuels in this country. Kathleen, got to leave it there. Thank you for joining us again. We so appreciate it.
So he wanted to end fossil fuels, but he still argued with the oil companies to do their job. Do your job so that they can think I'm doing my job. They think I'm not doing my job, so I'm going to fuss at you to do your job, and I'm going to make it public so that they can see that I'm tough. You know, I want to do my job, but you're holding me from doing my job because you're not doing your job. This whole thing is ridiculous, man. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. I'm only using this silly mic because someone sent this to me and I appreciate it. And I just wanted to, I'm trying to find the best way to use the prop that you guys have sent me. But this is actually pretty comfortable right here because, you know what I mean? I like to talk. I like to run my daggone mouth. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. You all have been amazing. Love y'all. Continue to comment and just watch the videos. See you next time. Love you.